friends, family, saints and ain'ts. Happy New Year. It's 2024, the first Thursday of January 2024. My goodness. I pray that so far the year has been good for you. My heart goes out to um, the families in Perry, Iowa. Just saw they had a tragedy there today in Perry, Iowa, at a high school mass shooting. It's crazy. And you know what? Just recently, I listened to or I watched a Netflix special called Social Dilemma, and it talks about social media. I really think we all should watch it. Really good. Anyway, this is Radiant Rap, and I'm Shannon. I like to come here to bring value. I pray that's what it is. So, I'm on social media. I actually took a little bit of a break the last couple days, week or so, very minimalist on social media. But I do use this as a medium to do well. But I think that hi, Desiree, we all have a responsibility to make sure that social media has regulations and to protect our kids and stuff like that. And right now it doesn't. And so I am really recommending that we all watch Social Dilemma and we start bringing that conversation more into um, people that can, our legislation, people that can make a difference. And so today, what happened in Iowa is just another example of that. Stepping into healing. I had a text from one of my um, friends and clients over the years today. And I'm gonna tell you the text. I already told her I was using this for my as part of my conversation today because we're in 2024 now, and how do we get out of that whole habit that we've been in? Like, it's just as far as what we've been doing, how we've been indulging. And her text to me was, girl, with the extra R's and the L's. A few days ago, she said she got on the scale and noticed that she had gained 7, and she put real big, 7 pounds. I don't know over what period of time. And so 7 pounds for some of you might be a lot. 7 pounds for somebody else might not be much at all. But apparently, she said in her text, I've been eating too much sweets, too much junk, and not enough exercise. So then she says, after I rid my freezer of holiday sweets by the end of January, I must not partake in unnecessary calories for a while. So, I mean, for me, it's like, do you, boo? So if that's the formula that's going to work for you, eat all the stuff, the treats by the end of January, and then go into it, and you have that type of discipline that's going to work for you. I applaud you. Okay, and you know, to each is his own. But a lot of times that's not going to work, you know, because because we have to change our mindset. And it's not just about the weight. That's one thing I want you to understand. There's a lot of unhealthy, skinny people are walking around here. You heard me? You you can be thinner and still have more body fat than muscle. Okay. That's one thing that I really want you to understand. You could have not gained any weight last year, same weight, but have more body fat in your body composition than you did the year before. Because if you stay the same weight, but your muscle mass decrease, which another uh, Actually, that was that same friend had said to me recently, I can't do a push up. My body strength is so weak. And actually it isn't, because what she said was, I can only do a countertop push-up. Fine, do countertop push-ups. I'd much rather you be able to do good form push-ups, and you use that good form to build from, than to use a technique like a full body push-up, full on the ground, no knees, and don't use proper form. Okay. But let me go back to the whole, the things that are in the freezer. Listen, if they're in the freezer, they don't necessarily have to, you shouldn't feel like I have to eat them by the end of the month. I mean, you can stay in the freezer for a couple months, right? In her case, it was cake and cupcakes and stuff. So you can stay in the freezer for a while. Or, you know what? If you got a lot of junk in the house, you could throw some of that stuff out. Get rid of it. You could throw some of it out or give it away. You can give some of that stuff away. I'm more for throwing it out as opposed to making someone else unhealthy, because the inflammation that we take into our bodies, the inflammation that we have in our bodies, it feeds off of that unprocessed stuff. And not just sweets, but the pastas, the white rice, things that are not whole grain, they will cause inflammation in our bodies. We want to minimize that. Um, Many of us have an autoimmune, have one, or we're dealing with sugar issues. We're dealing with, like diabetes or high cholesterol, low immunity, lack of sleep, being able to sleep, lack of energy. And so it's a lot more. This is what I want you to understand. It's not just about the weight. A lot of times we'll emphasize, people in the health industry will emphasize the weight because that's what we think of first as an indicator of, what health. And really, a lot of times we're just looking at what externally, might look right. But we want to be a healthy weight. I pray you want to be a healthy weight, right? And do what we can for our own body composition, because everybody's different. Everybody's built different. Everybody's bone density is different. We're not the same. But that inflammation in your body can cause havoc. It leads to disease. If you are recovering from a disease, if you're being preventive or proactively avoiding disease, you want to keep inflammation in your body down. Okay? So a couple of things you can do. I just gave you a couple of them with that stuff that you have in your freezer or in your cupboards. You don't have to keep it if it's going to tempt you. Now, I live in a house where we've got sweets and stuff in there, and most of it, I don't, it's like not my favorite. So it's not even that hard for me to deny or whatever. And so I get it. If you're living with other people, it might not be as easy. Again, mindset. Is it more important to you? Is it more, is it better for you to have that treat, or to get your blood levels in a healthier state? What are your goals? What is it that you want? But overall, I do find if you can just throw stuff out, get rid of it. That'll be helpful. A couple other things that you can do, and I emphasize this a lot with the Radiant formula, right? Rest, activity awareness, which we're talking about activity awareness right now. What is it that we're doing? Getting rest is going to be helpful. Diet, we're talking about diet, all those things that we've been putting in our body, like my friend who gained several pounds, and she didn't want to over the holidays because she says herself, I just, was eating a lot and didn't realize it. Well, decrease that, not necessarily eliminate it altogether, not necessarily. Maybe you will for a period of time, right? And have smaller portions of it, but add more water, add more vegetables, add more fruit to your daily regimen, and move your body. Just little baby steps, baby steps. It's got to be a mind shift, a mind shift. I'm just going to eat everything until it's gone and then I'm ready. No, because guess what's going to happen? It's going to be a birthday. It's going to be another celebration, an anniversary. Valentine's Day will be coming up poof, before you know it. And then the summer barbecues, and it's all Memorial Day. It's always going to be reasons for us to celebrate. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with us enjoying foods, right, that we like, but we need to do it in moderation and train our bodies to crave healthier things, things that will fuel our body, that will give our bodies more energy, that will help our brains, that will decrease inflammation. Yeah. All right. So what are you going to change in your regimen so that you can be at a healthier body composition and decrease inflammation in your body? Just message me, let me know, or put it in the comments, put it there. Yeah, I would love to hear and even be a support with you, a partner with you on your journey. I love you. It's the only reason I'm here is to help you. Ultimately, it's to help you and partner with you because we have greatness. We have greatness inside of us. And I believe in you. You have greatness inside of you. Hey, teacher, how are you? Happy New Year. Um, yeah, I'll see you next week. Okay. All right. Bye for now.